What can I expect from a Bottrill Performance Coaching session? So,
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
every session is so varied. So, like, if you look at like the demands of like a course, then we would give a specific session around like that. So I don't know, I'm a pure time trialist, and we've got like simple session could be, right, we're going to do 4 by 5 minutes at what we call like like your VO2 max, level 5, an effort that is like if you haven't got like a power meter or a heart rate monitor strap that can't talk that much, but it's not like you're gasping for like air. You've got like a threshold session that's going to be very simple in terms of like, it could be, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes long. You've got a sweet spot session that, what I always believe in, and I'm a big believer in this, if you can get to hold like 87 to 93% of your, what we call your function, your FTP, then I know that if you can get to an hour, you're going to be pretty much bulletproof. Do you know, like, and what that means is that you can almost like do anything. When we look at like a triathlon session, I'm a big believer in looking at the demands of like that event, and again, the parameters, you've got to get the miles in, you've got to do a lot around working at 80 to 90%. But it's just a variation, so you could do like what we call like a microburst session. It could be 30 seconds max, and you could have like 3 to 5 minutes recovery, or it could be like a 30 session where it's 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds easy. And all that's trying to do is get elevation in heart rate. So you know, like when you come out of the swim, you've elevated heart rate, and then the race settles down, and then you could go like into like a tempo block, and then you could go into like a threshold block, or what, like if there's a specific ill or something in the events that you were doing, we would build that into like the training. There's just so many sessions that we can incorporate. It's endless. I think I must have created probably 2,000 sessions, and they're always going off in my head. A lot of it is being event specific. What we've generally found in training, like in research, like so many articles on like this, it's a good mix of everything. I think that's a good way of looking at it. So when it comes to like triathlon training, one of the biggest questions we get asked is Bottrill Performance cycling dominated, and the question to that is no, not at all. Like we look at like the event specifics, and we have to structure your training around the hours that you've got and the demands of the events that you're training for, and the weaknesses that you have as an athlete. And then with the team of coaches that we've got, we can entail a program that's bespoke to you, but it's definitely not more cycling specific. But say if you've got like a real weakness in, say, like cycling or running, it might, and you're limited on time, what it just might mean is that, say, for X amount of weeks, we might have to give cycling more, or we might have to change the running more, or if you're going into like, you're struggling with your swim, we might have to build that into it. So it's definitely not, it's not specific in like one area.